My father called me pathetic, spit on my gift of a 15K Rolex until I collapsed his world in days. He looked me in the eye and spat on a $15,000 Rolex I gave him. Pathetic, my father muttered. He had no idea that one move would destroy everything he'd ever built. I'm 32 and I work in tech. My father, 61, is an old school accountant who spent 4 decades at the same firm. He worships pain and thinks suffering equals respect. Growing up under his roof, you didn't cry, you didn't complain. You proved your worth through silence, sacrifice, and obedience. I never fit that mold. I went into tech, not accounting. By 29, I was making more in a month than he did in 3. He hated it. Never said it out loud, but the resentment leaked out in every comment. Must be nice staring at a screen all day, he'd say. You'll see, tech is a house of cards, but my sister, the nurse, making half what I made, she was his pride, the perfect daughter. Always calling, always nodding. What he didn't know, I paid her tuition, cleared her student loans, quietly, same with their mortgage. 3 years ago, they hit a rough patch. I stepped in, set up auto payments, even built a buffer. $52,000 in savings just for them. They stopped saying thanks long ago, started acting like I owed them, and still, I tried to win his respect. Father's Day, I hosted a big backyard party, catered food, custom tent, even flew my sister in, spent over $2,500. Then after dinner, I pulled him aside and handed him the box. Inside a Rolex Submariner, $15,000 engraved, thank you for everything. He looked at it, then looked at me. You think money can buy respect? He said. You'll always be less. He didn't even blink. So I put the box back in my pocket and walked away. No goodbye, no drama. I got in my car and left. That night, I sat staring at that watch. My final peace offering. Spat on. The next morning, my phone exploded with voicemails, mostly guilt trips and rants. One message tipped everything. You embarrassed me in front of people who matter. You're pathetic. That was it. They never knew I'd kept the mortgage in my name. I wasn't just paying it, I owned it. So I pulled the 52K buffer, canceled auto pay, and told the bank I'm done. By evening, my mother texted, "You're not really letting them lose the house, are you?" I didn't respond. Then someone showed up at my door. One of my dad's shady friends from the party. He just said, "Your dad sends his regards." The next morning, scratch marks on my door lock. A photo of me left inside my car with the words, "You went too far." I filed a report, sent everything to my lawyer. That's when I found it. The documents. Years of trust fund fraud. My grandfather left $850K to me and my sister split evenly. They stole from both of us. Fake charities, shell companies, personal expenses labeled as education funds. They didn't just rob me. They took from her, the golden child. When I told her, she didn't cry. She said, "Let's burn it down." Together, we compiled everything. Forged signatures, missing money, fake LLCs, offshore transfers. Our lawyer filed a 47-page fraud complaint with hundreds of exhibits. Then we gave them one final offer. Sign everything over. Admit guilt. Leave the state. Or we go public and criminal. They signed. The foreclosure sign went up a week later. Their reputation shattered. Social circles? Gone. HOA issued fines. Their accountant dropped them. They vanished. A rented condo in Arizona, working part-time, driving a 10-year-old car. They left behind nothing but dust. And the Rolex, I donated it quietly. No receipts, no credit. Just gone.